Good morning. I'm Rosemary DeTrolio, and you're listening to The Lightwalker's Path. It's a place to develop new insights, find your soul's purpose, hear enlightening conversation, and be inspired. Good morning. This is Rosemary, and this is The Lightwalker's Path, owned by Rosemary DeTrolio and owner of Hands of Light by Rosemary in New Jersey. And my wonderful guest that I'm going to introduce today, her name is Candace Mc Kim. She's an intuitive manifestation coach, a TEDx speaker, number one international best-selling author who leads women entrepreneurs to grow and be successful in their businesses. She's the founder of the Manifestation Magic Project, and she teaches clients to reach their next level of income without hassle or burnout. Through Manifestation Magic, she has proven strategies and empowers you to do the best, trust your intuition, and attract the best clients for your business. And you can access her at CandaceMcKim.com, realign your vision. Candace, it's thrilling to have you here today. How are you?
I'm great. I'm excellent. Thank you so much for having me, Rosemary.
Wonderful. Candace, I must have manifested you because I wanted someone that I could speak to about other ways that women can manifest what they need for their lives and their businesses. So I'm excited to have you on today.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. So what's one of your best things that you would say if someone's coming to you and says, Candace, please guide me on getting the right clients or finding my niche in business? What would be your first go-to for that person?
My first go-to would be to see where their manifestations are getting stuck
Hmm.
because we all have kind of habits or a pattern where we get to some one level of our manifestation process and then it doesn't move forward. And so I always like to use this analogy of say you're driving on the highway and you see some horses in the field and you have this spiritual connection with the horses and then you get the intuitive hit. Oh, I would
Hmm.
love to learn how to ride horses. I would
Hmm.
love to ride horses. And then it immediately zips down to, oh, but how much is that going to cost? And where am
Hmm.
I going to buy a horse? And where am I going to feed a horse and board a horse and all of that? And then it might go up to you start to feel like, oh, it would just be so freeing and you'd have such an amazing relationship with that horse. And then you start to get maybe a little bit more creative. And I think Joe down the road has a friend's brother who has a stable. Maybe I could board the horse
Yes,
there.
yes, yes,
And then it goes up to, yeah, but they're really big. Those horses
yeah,
are really big, and I'm
yeah.
really afraid of
You're
them. Like, what if I
exactly.
fall off? And then
Hmm.
all of a sudden you start
The
to
what
talk.
ifs.
Yep. And then you start to talk about it and you say
Hmm.
out loud, I'm gonna learn how to ride horses. And then
Hmm.
you start to get all the feedback from other people. Are you crazy?
Hmm.
Right? And
Hmm.
so here you've had this intuitive hit and it can get
Hmm.
stuck. You can see how it can get stuck in any one
Absolutely.
of those areas.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. I love that because I know that I've had a lot of manifestation happen. And the one trick about it I know is you're sending your intention with heartfelt energy, and
Hmm.
then you don't listen to the blocks or other people. You just follow the next intuitive hit. And then
Yeah.
eventually, when you finally have it like solidified, then I would tell people because you don't want to be like someone naysaying your intuition. You have to just follow it
Yeah.
right through. And that
Yeah.
I found that true, very true.
Yeah, very true. In fact, now I use it as a gauge that I am following my intuition. When people say,
Hmm.
"What are you doing?" Then I
Oh
go, "Oh,
yes.
now I know I'm following my intuition.
Yes.
I'm not following what
What the
society thinks I
they
should do or the
That's right.
norm." Yeah.
Yes. That's how I
Mhm.
started my business, Candace. I knew I wanted to do a spiritual business, and I was a school teacher for years, so that's what I was doing. And
Yeah.
got this
Yeah.
very strong inclination. Okay, you know Reiki now. You need to do a business and you need to guide people. And I
Mhm.
just started doing stuff. And like my son was saying, "What are you doing, Mom?" And my husband's like, "What are you doing?" Like, don't
Yeah.
ask me anything. I know what I'm doing. And I just
Yeah.
kept moving forward until I was done, getting my ducks in a row, getting all things together. And that's kind of how I've done every decision in my life, really. And
Yeah.
it's really good and it seems so magical, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah, it came really clear to me when I had a yoga studio. So my background is I have a degree in social work Then I became a
Okay.
yoga therapist. Then I became a chakra therapist. And I was
Okay.
bringing together talk therapy in a form of coaching through body, mind,
Yes.
spirit. So I had
Yes.
a yoga studio for
Love
17
that.
years
Yeah.
and it was super successful. And then I raised $20,000 for victims of sex trafficking in India.
Oh, wow.
And it was a collective, it was other yogis that,
Yes.
raised
Yes.
the money. So we were going to go see where the money was going, the organizations. And 6 weeks before I left to go to India, I got the intuitive hit to sell my studio.
Wow.
And I decided to do that. And 2 days before I left to go to India, I handed over the keys.
Wow.
But everybody was wondering, like my husband, what are you
Yes. What are
doing?
you
You
doing, right?
love teaching yoga. You have a place to do workshops and you have a space to do see clients. Like, what are you doing? And there was no right or wrong answer. And this is what the audience needs to understand is
Mm-hmm.
there is no right answer and there is no wrong answer. If I had stayed at my studio, I would have come back. I would have, done my stuff and I would have, I had built a really amazing community and
Mm-hmm.
it was doing really well. But by selling my studio, by following the intuitive hit, what happened is I came back, I created a deck of oracle cards, I wrote a book, I was asked to do a TEDx talk, and then
Beautiful.
I started teaching
Yes.
intuition and manifestation all around the world.
Yes. I
And so
love that.
like there's no right or wrong answer, but
Yeah.
just know that your intuition is going to ask you to go bigger. It's going to
Perfect.
ask you to do more
I love
and
that.
out there more. So
So
there's no right or wrong. It's just
it's just
how
what
big you
feels
want to
right.
go.
So tell
Mhm.
me about your oracle cards. What are they like? How would you use them? Or how would a
So my
person
oracle
use them?
cards are Yogini's Guide to Intuition oracle cards,
Okay.
and they are angel cards. They come with a little booklet in it that
Uh-huh.
tells you the description of the cards.
Okay.
And here, let me just draw. I had drawn us a card before we
Oh,
got started.
beautiful. What does that one say? What is it?
That one's Dancer
Answer.
Pose, and
Okay.
the words are grace and aura.
Love
And
that.
so this is just really about being ourselves, allowing our
Mm,
energy to
it's
flow
true.
through. Because I pulled this just as I was like, just as we
Love
were before
that.
we started the car,
Yeah,
the interview, and it's like really let our aura shine through in this interview.
I love it.
Um, yeah, so my cards are based in yoga and yoga ideas because I would get the intuitive hits as to what yoga postures meant on a spiritual level.
Yes,
And so that's how I created. So it's yoga postures,
I
aspects of
love that.
yoga, the chakras, they're all in there as well.
So how do you sell that card deck? Is it on Amazon? Is it
It's
through your
available on my website,
well, okay.
CandaceMcKim.com. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take a look. I have a friend that's a yogi, and she's also one of my clients. And I also taught her Reiki. So, I'm like,
Okay.
ooh, the wheels are turning. She would probably love
Yeah.
that deck. Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you said you
Yeah.
had a book as well. So tell me about your book.
Yeah. The book is very similar. So it started with the image, like the
Right,
image,
right.
and then the
Downward dog.
divinatory
Yes.
part of how we bring yoga or of what the card means, and then how we live it as opposed to
Yeah.
doing it. We don't do
Right.
spirituality, we live it.
Yes.
Yeah. I've taken the book down right now. It's in revision. It's been out for 10 years. And so I've
Hmm.
taken it down off Amazon and I'm revising it and we'll launch it again in the fall.
That's wonderful. I
Yeah.
love when you mentioned that, like I had done yoga for a couple years ago for maybe about 2 or 3 years. And one of the things I
Yeah.
noticed was, we were doing the positions, but there was such a mind switch when you're trying to do the position that eventually when you get it, there's like, I don't know, I was able to see like when I closed my eyes, the chakra that position did.
Mhm.
So I'd be
Yeah.
doing like the open one where your heart is open, and I would actually see the color of my heart chakra in my third
Nice.
eye. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's super cool. Like I didn't know that was going to happen. And other
Yeah.
things would come up, like the struggle we have and how you have to like breathe through with grace and not let it stop you, just like you do
Mhm.
in life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love that you're combining it and bringing it back to that spiritual forefront that
Mhm.
for a while people were afraid even to delve into with yoga. Oh, it means it's against my religion. No, it isn't.
Yeah.
It means of yourself, right? Isn't yoga oneness of self or
Yeah.
something like that?
It means yoga translates as yoking together
Yoki,
body,
yoke.
mind, spirit. Yeah.
Yes.
Yoking.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Do you still do your yoga when you relax or when you're doing
Oh,
your
I do. Yeah,
breathing?
I do yoga every day. I live yoga. I
Yes.
I live it. Like I meditate every single day. It's a non-negotiable. I've been meditating since I was 12 years old.
Oh, that's
My
wonderful.
parents were self-employed, and my
Okay.
mom was getting stressed out. She had three teenagers in the
Yes.
household, and they had their own business. And so she went to the doctor, and the doctor prescribed Valium to her.
Ooh, okay.
And she's like, I can't take this stuff. And so she took our entire family to learn to meditate. So every Thursday
Oh,
night,
that's
our
so
whole family would
cool.
go and learn to
That's
meditate. I was
that's
12
neat.
years old, and it
Yeah.
really started me on the process of connecting to source and getting in connected to my intuition.
I think that's why I started channeling because my mind is always going and I'm so high energy at times that I figured if I walked and meditated or channeled, I could do two things at once, you know? So I think that's how I started channeling angels. I'm like, I knew that
Yeah.
I would feel like if I was just sitting there, I'd have trouble. But if I tapped into the universal field and just, let it happen, I would be doing something that I would feel good about too, you know? But yeah,
Yeah, well,
meditation
walking is
is
such
key.
a spiritual practice,
I
right? It's
love
such
it.
a
Yes.
spiritual.
Yes.
Yeah. Like even the grace, like Jesus and Buddha, they both
Yes.
had trekking journeys,
Oh,
right?
I
Walking.
know. It's true.
Yeah.
And I think it's so healing. I'm also a gardener and I do
Mhm.
love to walk and hike. And what I do, there's a lake around me. And what I do is I do my gratitude practices halfway around and my prayers around the other side. So I'm
Oh,
doing like a mile and a half with my dog, but I'm using it as a practice as I'm walking with her.
oh,
And it's
beautiful.
just a nice way to clear your mind and just
Yeah.
let the trees help you out,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's
That's beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about like when your clients come to you,
Mhm.
are they business owners? Do you work with individuals? Do you work with groups? What are some of the ways that you reach your people?
So I
Like,
work with women entrepreneurs, soul-led entrepreneurs
mm-hmm.
who have already established their business and
Okay.
they're at a certain level and they want to get to that next level. And
Mm-hmm.
so I created a manifestation magic process. So it's a program where it clears out, it really identifies where are your manifestations
Good
getting
stuff.
stuck, like the
Yes.
horse
Yes.
analogy. And so, and then I work with them one on one
Uh-huh.
for 6 months, and it's almost a little bit of hand holding because they're busy, they're already
Yeah.
working, they already have their businesses, but they want to get it to that next income level.
Right.
And so what I do is I take them, I mean, of course they get access to the program, but if I need to guide them, oh, go and look at pillar 4 or go take a look at this, but sometimes I'll just do it on the calls because
Yeah.
what I'm doing in the mentorship, I offer unlimited mentorship or unlimited coaching calls. So in the
Okay.
6 months, because manifestation loves speed, money
Yes.
loves speed. We
Yes.
do not want to have to wait 2 weeks to get into the program. So that's what I do is I really, it's almost a little bit of hand holding and
Mhm.
really working one on one to help them clear out where their manifestations are getting blocked so they can manifest
Love
their
that.
next big audacious dream.
And I'm
Mhm.
assuming you work virtually and in person as well, or just simply virtually? Like, what
No,
is
I
your
just do virtual.
just virtual?
Just virtual. I
Yeah,
used to do in person and then I've moved since
yeah.
then.
I
Yeah, I
think,
do.
when COVID hit, a lot of us shifted because I was doing a lot of in-person sessions and now I can do them on Zoom. I'm like, this is cool. I can reach people all over the United States now and in Canada
Yeah.
rather than just my little group of people that's nearby. So,
I
yeah, I think
actually
we
was
all learned.
already online before COVID,
Good
but
for
then when COVID
you.
hit, it was like people got
Yeah,
an education,
yeah.
right? And now they know about Zoom, and it made it my life easier.
Yeah, I actually I learned. Oh, I got a fly running around me here. Yeah, I learned Zoom during COVID, and then I started making online courses that people can access for self-study as well as the ones that I do.
Mhm.
And I did that because I always wanted to, but without that extra push of now you have to, I probably would have
Yeah,
waited on it. So.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah,
Mhm.
manifestation, I love it. I came across it. I was already channeling about manifestation back in 1993,
Mhm.
and I was being guided. And then after that, years later, I read The Secret and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what they were showing me. It's The Secret. But it was
yeah.
cool. I love that you call it magic because when you get it, it's so fast and it's so effortless. And when you don't, you feel the struggle, right?
Yeah, and it feels like magic. It feels like
It
magic is
does.
actually happening. Yeah,
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 yeah. I believe it
yeah,
is. It is like a magic thing because it's like a kid at Christmas that wants something and it just appears. That's what it feels
yeah,
like, right?
yeah. And honestly, I feel like people often believe, or people will tell you that it takes years to manifest, and it's a you have to plan, and it's slow
Yeah.
growth, and you have to pay your dues, and that you have to have a 3-year plan or a 5-year
Oh,
plan.
I know, and I don't understand
Yeah.
that whole theory because I
No.
I'm a manifester too. I'm like I
Yeah.
just think of what I want in my heart center, and I'll write down what I want, and then it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, the truth is that money loves speed,
Yeah,
manifestation loves speed, and it comes from clarity. Once
yeah,
we, as you mentioned earlier, like once we get really clear on what it is that we truly want to
hmm,
manifest. And I think this is a real challenge for women, especially. Women know what they don't want,
that's
but they
right.
have a harder time of really truly knowing deep in their soul of what they do want. I
Yes,
think they've often put their dreams on the back burner, and
yes,
so they can help support their
the
partners and their
family.
children and
Yes,
their families, and they can help them manifest, but they haven't really dug into what they want to manifest. And
that's
so
true.
so then they have this belief, or when they start their business or start their soul led business, they're told, oh, well, it's going to take you 3 years, or it's going to take you 5 years
Right,
to
right.
really get to that income bracket. And it's
Yeah.
not true. It's not
Yeah,
true that opportunities and abundance, they can flow fast,
I
fast.
believe that. And that's
Mhm.
why, it's funny when I'm on certain things and someone says, "Oh, do you want to make X amount of dollars? What's your 5-year plan?" I just totally turn off because I don't have that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have what I feel is the next right step, and I feel it, and it happens. So
yeah,
I'm like that too. I don't think there's a wait. I think it's when you're in the flow of where you're supposed to be and you're aligned with it, it just
yeah,
happens because
yeah.
you're aligned with it,
I had a
right?
client, it was about 2 months ago. She signed up for my mentorship,
Yeah.
and she said, I don't know how I'm going to pay for it. Like, I've got the money for the first month, but I don't know how I'm going to pay for it.
Yeah.
And the second she signed up, that day she got a new contract or new client
Uh-huh.
that was the same exact amount.
Oh,
And
yes. I love
then
that.
we jumped on our call, and she's telling me this. And then we had our coaching call, and we started clearing some stuff and getting really clear on what her direction was. And within 3 weeks, she had manifested $42,000.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah,
I believe that so strongly, and that's happened to
yeah,
me in life too.
mhm,
You
yeah,
have a certain number. I remember years ago I was using PayPal, and like money goes in there and you have to like move it. I
yeah,
needed a certain amount. We were getting either floors done or I had some kind of repair I needed. And I went to PayPal and I'm like, oh my God, I have the exact number I need in there.
yeah,
It already manifested it and didn't even know it was there. And it was
yeah.
to the dollar of what I needed. It was so cool. But that
I know.
happens to me. That's
Yeah,
really
and
fun.
within I don't know 8 weeks or something. I don't know. I'm still working with her. I think she's up to now $72,000. She's manifested.
Oh,
Like
that's
it's only been
beautiful.
weeks, and
Yes,
she's just like, "This is so amazing, Candace. Like, let's just keep going."
I love that.
Yeah,
That's awesome. So
yeah.
I would imagine you are an extrovert, but as a child, were you more introverted or extroverted or both? How do you see yourself then and now?
I see myself as both. I
Mhm.
was always fairly extroverted, but I have the introvert part of me as well. Like
Yes,
I need time alone. I need
yes,
time to recharge and connect to like I would go home after school and I would meditate,
yes.
all the like every day after school. And so I need that time to recharge. But then I get really energized when I'm around people as well.
Me too. Me too. I
Yeah.
was so quiet as a child, and up until the age of 23 when I decided I wanted to be a teacher. And you can't be a shy teacher. The kids will eat you alive if they see it. If weakness. So
Yeah.
I learned to be more outgoing, and then when I was, it's like that's who I am now. But again, I also need that nature time and the time in my garden, the time with my dog. I need
Yeah.
alone time as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Definitely.
cool.
Definitely need that as well.
Yes.
hmm
What's if you were to go somewhere in the world that you would love to be, where would it be? Do you have a spot you would love to visit or see?
Well, I've traveled a lot,
Lucky.
and I would love to go back to Bali, but I really want to go to Morocco. And my husband and I were talking about doing a bike trip in Peru, not Peru, in Portugal, and then go to Morocco.
Oh,
And then,
nice.
and then also on my list is Peru.
Oh,
That was one
yeah.
thing we're talking about doing in the fall. But I absolutely love Bali.
Yeah, yeah.
Love
Wow.
Bali. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't
And
traveled much, so
okay. And Egypt. I really liked Egypt. Yeah.
Egypt, yes, yeah, I'm interested in that as well. I went to Italy this year, and that was
Nice.
a fabulous trip. And that was like one of my dream trips that I wanted to go for years, and I finally got there, and that was just so beautiful. So I want to go back to some part of Italy again if we're
Yeah.
allowed to travel, and the world is good enough and lets us go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's great.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I traveled a lot as a yeah, in my 20s. Like I've always traveled a lot.
Yeah, yeah, you're
Been to
lucky.
Italy multiple times.
I was always working or going to school or doing something. So I
Yeah.
did I mean, I did like a couple cruises and, some small trips, but
Yeah.
nothing like Europe till now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so such an amazing thing to travel. Like you
Oh
just learn
yeah.
so much
You
about
learn.
culture and
Yeah.
yeah. Like I lived in Israel on a kibbutz
Oh, did you?
when I was 20,
Huh.
and I actually spent my 21st birthday in a bomb shelter on a kibbutz.
Oh my gosh.
And not because there was
Wow.
bombing, but because they turned it
Yes.
into a disco. They had turned the
Yeah.
bomb shelter into a disco.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
from then I traveled Europe backpack. I did the whole backpacking through
I think
Europe. And
that's wonderful. One of my friends, her daughter is out in Israel right now, and she's 15. I'm like, wow, to me, my parents were very overprotective when I was a kid. I'm like, wouldn't it be great if I was raised where your parents would say, here, you need to travel, like you. I think that's so cool that you had that opportunity so young. That's really nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And it was stressful for them though,
I'm sure it
because we
was.
didn't have Facebook, we didn't have FaceTime,
Yes,
we
yes.
couldn't communicate
Wow.
back then.
Have you always lived in Canada?
Yes.
You're in Canada. Have you always lived there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
another one of the places I have to get to. I've never been in Canada.
Okay.
But we
Yeah.
felt bad about all the fires that you had a couple years ago. We were seeing the fire here in New Jersey from Canada
Oh,
a couple years ago, or
oh,
maybe it's
okay.
2 years ago. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
craziness.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, okay. What unusual talent do you have or that you enjoy doing? Do you have a certain thing? I heard that you said you liked biking or biking and
Yep.
hiking.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
bike, we hike, we get out into nature. Nature is really my thing.
Yeah, me
Um,
too.
yeah. Yeah. We moved, so a year and a half ago, I manifested our dream home.
Oh,
So
love that. Uh-huh.
I booked a trip to Bali, and
Uh-huh.
within days, it was really hard to get a home in the city that we live in. It was like
Mm-hmm.
there wasn't a lot of inventory.
Mm-hmm.
And so my husband had gone away to work, and a girlfriend came to stay with me. And I was telling her about where I'd like to live and like the city I wanted to live in, but specifically what part of the city.
Yeah.
And so she said, "Oh, my girlfriend is selling a house there."
Oh,
And
wow.
she has a house. So anyway, my husband and I came and looked at it. It's exactly what we wanted. It's the
Wow.
location. It's out in the woods. Like I live in the Rocky Mountains. Like I'm not in Eastern Canada. I'm in
Yeah.
more towards Western Canada. So close to the Rocky Mountains. It's absolutely beautiful. So and we
Oh.
kayak as well. And yeah,
Oh.
so we were going to Bali. So I booked the trip to Bali, and then we bought our house. And my
Huh.
husband's like, "How come we didn't get cancellation insurance for our trip?"
Oh my
And I'm like,
gosh. Wow.
it's all going to be fine. It's all going to work out. And so then we were sitting on the beach in Bali when we sold our house. Like
Oh.
at one point we were on a scooter, and we had to pull over to sign papers through DocuSign to put an
Uh-huh.
offer in on or to accept an offer on our house that in the other city that we were in. And so we were literally on the beach, and we sold our house in
I
Bali
love that.
and came back,
Yeah.
and we moved within 3 weeks.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
great.
took possession of our dream home. And that was when I said to my daughter, I said, "Can I really have everything I want by Christmas this year, like
Uh-huh.
that year?" And she said, "Well, Mom, you know you can." And
Uh-huh.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's beautiful.
Manifestation can happen very, very quickly.
Very
And
fast.
I always ask my clients that they're like signing up to work with me for 6 months. And I'm like, "Can you really have everything you want by Christmas?" And I'm here to say,
Yeah.
yes, you can.
Yeah. Oh, I
Yes,
love
you
that.
can.
So
Yeah.
do you have just one daughter? Do you have another child or just one child?
3 kids, two
Three.
boys.
Two
Yeah.
boys. Okay. What ages are your children, if you don't mind asking?
They are I
I
know
know,
this answer.
right? I'm counting on my fingers. Like, how old is my son?
28, 30, and 35.
Yeah,
34. Yeah.
my son is 39. Well, yeah, he just
Okay.
turned. Yeah, my baby. My baby's got babies. I got two grandchildren also, a 5-year-old and one that just turned 8. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
exciting.
Yeah, they're adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
part of love, a love of life.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're picking friends, who are the people that you resonate with the best?
Scorpios.
Okay, that's surprising. Scorpio. Are you a Scorpio?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
But
gonna
my
say.
husband's a Scorpio, my sister's a Scorpio, and my mother's a Scorpio.
Oh,
And a
wow.
lot of my clients are Scorpios. And yeah, I don't know.
Well, yeah, they know what they want, right? Scorpios are
Yeah.
very very decisive people. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah. So the people I mostly associate with, well, of course, are my family, but
yeah,
are people who really have deep conversations. Like you asked if I was an introvert, extrovert, and I
yeah,
think I'm both
yeah.
because I don't like the small talk. I like to go
Right,
deep, I like
right.
to go into deeper conversations
Me
and
too.
really help my clients, help the people or my have those conversations with my friends as well, but how helping my clients go
Yeah,
into deep healing and into what is next for them and to go big
yeah,
because so many of us play small. Like
yeah.
so
I think so. Yeah,
we play small, we don't put ourselves out there to go bigger and bolder, and that's where I come in.
love
I'm a
that.
Sag, and I saw a video or a thing on Instagram just recently, and it's like everybody needs a Sagittarius in their life because they will be their biggest cheerleader. And I'm
Yes.
like, I tell my clients that I will be your biggest
Are
cheerleader.
you a Sagittarius?
Yeah, I'm a
I'm a
Sag.
Libra with Sagittarius rising. So I have
Oh,
a lot of
okay.
fire in my Libra.
Okay, well, I'm a Sagittarius with Libra rising.
Oh, isn't that funny?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
really cool. Yeah, and
Actually,
it's helped me.
I had this one client, Catherine, and she was telling me, and she's a coach and really successful coach and a manifestation coach. And she took my program and my mentorship, and she said she had never had a coach that really could see her vision as clearly as I could see her vision.
Oh, that's
And
neat.
it just really gave her that support
Hmm.
to manifest what she really wanted. She
I love
said that
that.
was a really key part of working with me that it helped manifest what she really wanted.
Right. And I think when you like with me too, when we work with a client, we can it's almost like you got laser vision into something they can't see yet,
Yeah.
and you can help to shift them but before they even know that it's possible. And that's really the fun part of what we do is as life coaches or manifestors or helpers that we can see what they can't see yet and make it happen. Well, help them to make it happen, I should say.
Well, I don't think all coaches do that though. Like, I don't think all coaches have that ability. I think you
Oh,
and I have that ability, but
yeah,
I don't think all
yeah.
coaches do. I think
No.
some coaches are like following a script and asking the
Oh
question
gosh,
like
no.
that,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
that's one thing that she said. She's always worked with a coach, and she said it was just huge for her to have me be able to see her vision as clearly and to see how doable it is.
Yeah.
And I guess that's another thing that I'm able to do is simplify. Like I've
Yeah.
always been able to simplify spirituality,
Yeah.
simplify
Yes.
yoga and yoga
Yes.
philosophies and beliefs, and simplify business.
Right.
And so I can just,
Getting to the
say to
heart of it.
her, this is
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
That's so doable. Let's just do it.
Right, right. Get to the heart of that matter, the crux of it. Because I think
Yeah.
people get so lost in the details that they never get to the end. Like with
Mhm.
me, I see the vision of where I want to go and I work into details as needed when I need them.
Mhm.
I don't make that
Mhm.
huge list because people get lost in their list. They never get past number two, and then it stops them because then they go, like you said, with all the like what ifs, I can't, instead of just saying, I want to go there. I'm going to put my energy there. And then if I don't know something, I'm going to figure it out along the way. And I do.
Right,
And
right. Like
that's,
start before you're ready.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
that's kind of it. Or start when you have the inner push inside of you, the
Mhm.
fire that like, that's where I want to be, then nothing stops me because I know that's the direction I need to go. And that's
Yeah.
what I need to do. So
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
that's really fun.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's see. All right. When you stay grounded, you do your meditation and your outdoor time. Are there any other techniques that you have used to keep yourself like self-care or that? Like what do you do for your own self for self-care and for clearing your energy when you need to clear your energy? Is it your meditation, your outdoor time?
Yeah, those are the practices I do every day.
Yes.
They're non-negotiables
Yes.
that I do something for my body, something for my spirit, and something for my mind every single day. They're non-negotiables.
Yes.
I just automatically do them. And then I have my high priorities that I also do pretty
Mhm.
much every single day, but some days I might take a day off kind of thing.
Yeah.
But to get grounded, I just really visualize myself I get my feet on the
Get
floor.
clear.
I do visualizations, grounding
Hmm.
my energy into the earth's energy
Yes.
and then bringing in source
Bring
energy,
it
connecting
in.
to source. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I do that as well. And that's why I love my garden and I love being outdoors because it's perfect to clear yourself, clear yourself
Mhm.
outside.
Yeah, yeah. Getting in nature is a huge part of my
Yeah.
life as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, I want you to repeat your how they can contact you. So to tell your website again, how they can find you.
So if you're interested in getting my four-part video series, it's called Realign with Your Vision, and you can
Okay.
get it for free on my website. It's CandaceMcKim.com,
Okay.
CandaceMcKim.com.
Perfect. I'm just writing that down so I have it in my notes as well. That's beautiful.
And
So,
then, of course,
yes,
Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram,
yes, yes,
email
we're
me at
everywhere.
info. Yeah.
Perfect. I do hope people will contact you, and I hope that they view, feel free to share this thing around once I send it to you, so we get more people looking at what you do and what I do, and that's helpful. My website's rosemaryd.com, and if anyone's interested in a discovery session, a meetup, you can contact me at info@rosemaryd.com, and I also do workshops and sessions, and I know Candace has wonderful things on her site. And we hope that you have enjoyed us and you contact either one of us for a question or guidance or anything else that you need. Thank you so much. You've been a pleasure, Candace.
Thank you so much, Rosemary.
Thank
This was
you.
fun.
I'm your host, Rosemary DeTrolio, and you've been watching and listening to The Lightwalker's Path. Learn about my workshops, sessions, courses, and more at info@rosemaryd.com. My website, rosemaryd.com, Hands of Light by Rosemary. Have a blessed and beautiful day.